back. Yeah. Shiro's up in the building. Cassie Francis, Texas West.
What up?
In the building. What's up, ladies?
Hello.
So first of all, I would like to say that it's awesome to have some females here because I'm always surrounded around guys.
We here.
We
Female
got the
energy.
Rose up in it. So Shiro's is taking over. So we got the rest of the show.
For a very good reason. Because you know what today is.
What's today?
Today somebody's birthday. Today somebody's birthday. Who birthday is it?
Mine.
Who birthday is it?
Mine.
Today somebody's birthday. Today somebody's birthday. Who birthday is it? Alexis.
Who birthday is it?
My sis.
Hey.
Today somebody's birthday.
What?
Today somebody's birthday.
Huh?
Who birthday is it?
That Lex, girl.
Who birthday is it?
Alexis Marie.
Happy birthday.
Hey.
Happy birthday,
You.
Alexis Marie.
Thank you, please.
No, that's the little remix joint
That's
right
the
there.
West
West Family
the
remix.
West Family birthday song, and I have to say, I have taken on that tradition. That song, so I'm honorary West family member.
I got to sing it in Mexico for my very first time.
So Shiro's been around for about 10 years. Texas has been with us since the beginning, actually. Yeah.
2000.
You probably missed like the first couple of performances.
Yep, came 2008, I believe.
Yeah, she was there. Cassie is new.
I'm a new
She's
B.
second generation, but she's also one of the directors. And we actually just had a great trip in Mexico.
Yeah.
Went to
Mexico
Cancun,
popping.
at Shiro's for the first time. And let's talk about the trip a little bit. Cassie, you're the one who hooked it up. So what was your take on the experience this last time coming to teach there?
And well, this would have been my third time going back to go teach at that specific studio. But to me, this third time around was a lot more emotional and a lot more transforming because I had two black women that were with me, along with me to share the experience, along with my boyfriend. Hi, Raymond.
Raymond, the great.
He was our tour guide. But it was awesome to have y'all both with me because with one, you can do so much, but with a group and with three like-minded women, it's so much more powerful. And I feel like we made that much more of an impact as a group representing Shiro's getting to teach at DCC. And I feel like they'll be forever changed because of it. And hopefully when we come back, the experience will just continue and get better and better. So, but it was really special. So
Yeah, it was mad fun.
Yeah.
It was really dope.
It was super.
That was
I
my
think
first time out the country.
It was your first time out the country. It was my time back, but I think it also set the trinity of Shiro's.
Holy Trinity.
surely
For
did.
those who don't know where Shiro's comes from, I was a part of the dance community. It's been started in 2003 when I started dancing along with my fellow drop host J. Chris Moore. He was the first black man that I seen at an event, at a dance show. I was like, oh, there's someone black there. There's a black person. We should be friends. But after that, I decided to start a group called Shiro's, which is all females, and it was inspired by two of my closest friends, which is Gina Lou and Wobbs. To me, they were just women who I really just loved their performance, and it was something that back in the days, and even now, now I feel like this time's a little bit different. Everyone can shine, but back in the days, it was really hard for good people to get shine. It's kind of you already knew who your favorites were, and those were the ones. And I picked a bunch of females that I thought were like diamonds in the rough, like underdogs, and started, and it's been there. And it's crazy because starting the second generation to have like new girls, it was like it started with three, it's now three now.
Yeah.
The difference is like we're all black, so I feel like
Yeah, it's a whole
like
different.
It's a whole nother level now.
Yeah.
It feels good.
And it's interesting because I feel I don't want to ever separate people from understanding what problems are that blacks go through, but I feel like you understand it on a whole different level when you actually work with black people and you can actually talk about stuff without feeling
judged.
that someone might feel some type of way about what you say. And Texas, you are very vocal. You use your passion and your talents to speak and make sure that what you say is heard.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
What, just in general? Like,
yeah, because you've been ranting on the Insta Snap lately.
I be having something to
text
say
rants.
and it just come, But I guess like my thing is when it comes down to everything that we see on social media and on Instagram and everywhere else, I think that it's important for us to not just complain about what's going on, but actually present solutions. And even not, I get that, you know, it's a lot of people that are just understanding what's happening. So it's like, okay, at least let me speak on it, just to get my point out, just to get the news out there. But at the same time, it's like we gotta bring solutions. And a lot of people are not realizing that that quote that we've been hearing for centuries is the revolution will not be televised. Like, duh, we got Instagram to do that. This is the way that we are starting a revolution. And a lot of people get caught up with social media thinking like, oh, it's, you know, my life is perfect and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. No, but at the end of the day, everybody be going through the same shit. Some people think about suicide, some people are depressed, some people have anxiety. Like, we are all going through a human life experience. But I think that it's important for us to like show the real on social media, as well as being a voice and using your platform to say something. Like, fuck the materialism, for real. Like,
Yeah, it's just
I'm sorry, caucus?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Fuck
can
the materialism.
Yeah, fuck this shit. No, you can curse. Yeah, you can curse. And it's interesting that you say that, because I feel that social media has a huge part in people being fake. Even more fake than they've ever been in their lives. Like, it's on a whole new level of fakeness. And it is because it is just a picture. So at the end of the day, I could have literally just got beaten from my boyfriend, and I would post a picture that we are happily in love. And people are looking at that feeling like, oh, dang, I want to be like them. It's like, no, you don't.
You really don't.
But people feel that there's an obligation to post pictures because, I don't know, I feel like it's an insecurity thing. I feel like it's insecurity because at the end of the day, I don't feel like I need to post my relationship to validate what I have.
Yeah.
Like, I know what I got, so I'm cool with it. Like, I don't need, who am I trying to prove that I'm happy too?
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to prove it to none of y'all. Like,
To be honest, I've been thinking about that a lot lately, because we've had a lot of like, holidays, I guess I'll call them holidays. Mother's Day, Father's Day, but I've been going through the same struggle, because sometimes I feel like people are forced to feel that they need to post something about, I love my mother, let me post this wonderful picture of us, or I love my father, let me post this wonderful picture. But for me, I've been going through that lately, where I feel like I don't need to post it to know that I'm living it, to know that I'm loving them, to know that I'm appreciating them. For me, on the everyday, if I'm talking about them, if I'm with them, or just living my life through them, you know, and understanding that their lives matter to me, that's what matters. So I don't need to post on that one day that's Father's Day for people to know, oh, I care about my father. Yeah. You know, but I think that's what people go through mentally, because they're thinking, oh, I felt it on Mother's Day. I felt it, and I have
feel
the post
guilty
that
not posting.
Yeah, and they come through on Facebook memory
like
now.
That's a validation of worth now. Like, if
I
you
honestly
don't,
do.
you both texting me separately, right? Rather than posting it. Now, some people will be like, oh, they didn't post nothing. And then opposed to being like, no, I would rather get a personal message, because that's so different than you broadcasting it. Because who are you? It's the people feel like it's a validation now, like, oh, people don't care about me, or they don't love me enough if they're not posting. But at the end of the day, what we have is private. A post is a post. It's a post.
Yeah, it ain't life.
It's not life. Like, you have my phone number.
Exactly.
So that's way more important than having my Instagram tag, what my handle is.
Well, I think I told y'all too about this, but for my birthday, I did an experiment, because everybody looks at that, your Facebook page. How many birthday posts do I get? You know, for me, I stayed off social media the whole day to make sure that didn't bother my day, you know? But I think 2 days later, I decided to go through my Facebook and sort of look at who posted on my page to say happy birthday to me. Do I even know them? Are they connected to me still? Do they even really know who they're saying happy birthday to? So I literally did that, and I want to say it was like 200 posts, and it was crazy, because I want to say maybe only a handful of those people I actually see in person. And it doesn't even have to be every day, but in the month, maybe only a handful. I want to say 5 or 10. The rest of those people, I'm like, it's nice that they did it, and I appreciated it, and I commented back on every single one, but I started thinking like, well, why did you even feel the need to tell me happy birthday if we don't even have a physical you know,
Facebook says, "Hey."
Yeah. Do we even have a
today's your
physical
friend's
connection?
birthday.
Do we see each other?
I don't even post. I don't even. Sometimes I don't. Even
I
post
barely do
people
it now.
On it. That's why I don't have your number.
I got a question because it's something I actually been struggling with. Like, and I think I'm at the fuck it point where I don't give a fuck. But still, it's something that I've been struggling with. Is that like since not even Facebook, Instagram, especially for dancers, is now considered a branding tool or your resume in a sense. Do you think that it's smart to be vocal on social justice issues, or?
Ooh, this is hard.
To be honest, I feel two ways about it. Because one, if I was to be trying to be right in a situation, like, I guess you shouldn't post political stuff, because then if you're hired by a certain type of person who feels some way, they wouldn't even know what you're actually feeling to feel some way about booking you on this job if you didn't. But then it's like, why the fuck do I have to watch out what I want to say if this is how I really feel and this is bothering me? So if I'm qualified for the job, why does that affect what I actually feel and believe?
Because you could feel some type of way too.
Some type of way. Like, I'm pretty sure the bunch of Trump supporters they got booked and no one knows. But their talent spoke over that. So why is it that black people mostly don't really say nothing, because it's like, oh, we like watching what you have to say, and I don't know how I feel about it, because a part of it is like professionalism. How do you cater to everyone? But then does everyone cater to us?
Never.
Do people really cater to us in that sense? Like, oh, well, let me think about. No, people say whatever the fuck they want to say. If they're gonna push a product, they're gonna push it to whatever demographic they want to push it to. And we always gotta be walking on eggshells. Like, we always have to walk on eggshells. Like, white people can complain about everything, but let someone black complain about something, it's like,
here they go again. It's like
complain,
nag. But it was just a band-aid y'all put on top of that. Like, it was never fake. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and a lot of people do, and I feel that's why a lot of interracial dance couples, I don't see the conversation about the political issues when they're dating someone black. And I know, it's crazy. Shout out to Sarah, where she at? Because I just seen her post something. Sarah Rowe, she's actually spoke on it, and
Dream Team.
I know that she actually feels this way aside of seeing her post it. You know what I mean? Like,
it's actual conversation.
It's actual conversation. So if you're dating someone black and you actually can empathize with their struggles and be able to speak about it and be like, yo, like, I love these people, so let me speak about it, then I have more respect for you than you dating someone and feel like it's gonna mess up your brand to the white demographic. Because white people got money. I was just on tour. I seen nothing but white people. I had most maybe five black people, and it was probably the help, and it wasn't even help in one spot. It was like one or two black people in each city that we were in. I didn't see no black people. And the white people spend money. They got money. So when people understand that that's where the money is, do you really want to offend them? Because they'll be quick to take it away. So it's like, where does that line get crossed, or how do you not cross it, or do you even care?
That's where I think I'm at the point where I don't care, because I feel like with what's currently going on in the world, knowing that I have 9 nieces and nephews where everybody look at them and be like, oh my God, they're so cute. But one day a police might see them as a threat for having Skittles and some lemonade. Like, that's where I'm like, no, I don't care, because they're not going through this. And it's obvious that we keep repeating the same cycle of oppression, and it's a reason because we continue to allow people to be like, no, don't say that, no, I'm gonna take my money away if you do that. And I'm like, I think I'm at the point where I'm like, that is my brand is my voice.
We have the money to spend if we want to. We just choose
$1.3 trillion of annual spending in the black community in the US alone.
Facts.
And we're projecting to do 1.7 trillion this year. Trillion, not billion. yeah. We got money.
But we don't spend it in the right places. Like, we
go to corporate.
We could give ourselves our own
Walmart.
loans if we needed to. We don't really need the white dollar, but at the same time, I understand where that fear is, because they control so much. So people are afraid and what I look at is you're afraid to not make it to where you want to be because your people can take it. But how do you know that's even where you're supposed to be?
Yeah.
Are you selling your soul?
Yeah.
To make money where if you just fall a little bit shorter, you can still make such an impact and make that type of money. You're just not in that limelight. And we were even talking about it with Laura Sanctus about the fame. People chase fame, and he's over here owning all his music rights and all this stuff, and people don't even realize that he got bread, but yet he doesn't have the fame. So what are they selling right now? The fame.
Honestly. Go ahead.
One thing that I notice, I feel like we're going back to the Facebook and regarding all these issues, is that I think there's differences that I see from people that post on my page. There's people like you, Tex, Alexis, and others that post, and it's like you want to have a solution. You're not just talking about, oh, okay, here goes another one killed, here goes another discrimination, here goes another injustice. It's more of, well, what are we gonna do about it? A solution. And what I notice is that there are others, and it's not just black people. It's different minorities. It's different people, different genders. They have a way of posting where now you see your page and you're like, okay, you're talking, but you're not saying anything. You're making it so that now people can disregard the importance of the issue and go beyond it and not want to do anything about it. But I feel like with you, and even just the fact of us being directors of Sheroes, we're doing something and showing a different limelight, a different way, a different perspective of the black community. Black women in general, I feel, obviously aren't put on pedestals all the time, you know, depends on who you talk to and where you're at and what you're speaking about. But just the fact of us being together, coming from different backgrounds and being together and just period being on this show, period representing Sheroes, to me is a step towards a solution.
Yeah.
For me, what I spoke about when in Mexico was now we're able to be in Mexico and in a certain part of Mexico, a different culture completely. And we were able to show them a different vision of what a black woman is. Not things that they see on TV, not things that they hear about on the radio, not things that they see, you know, on the news, but something in front of their face, speaking to them, teaching them, and showing them what it is, you know, what it is to be.
And then on top of that, hip hop, like
exactly the culture in itself.
We were able to share the culture with them, and I know J. Chris posted something on this the other day, like how even when it comes to the community, like it's a lot of people who are in the community that are minorities, but they're not black, and they have this title of urban choreography or hip-hop choreography and are imitating and emulating the black culture, which is cool because I get it, you know, like everything black is cool to everybody. Like, I'm with it. It is, straight up. Like, we the cool kids in school. We've accepted that a long time ago. But it comes down to a point where it's like, okay, if you are so down for the culture, why aren't you down for me when I say I'm hurting by something that is happening?
Infatuated with the culture, like I think it even comes down to an infatuation of it. Like they can't get enough of it. And I actually want to talk about this more because that post, J. Chris, was dope as fuck.
Yes,
and,
it was.
We're gonna go into
My
that
brother.
right after this music break. So
Whoop, whoop.
stay locked in. The Drop, Track Life Radio, DJ Mike Murda. We here. Tribe Called Sheroes. Yeah.
Take
Texas
over.
West.